Rapids, first rate. Final score from the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Centennial 6, Coon Rapids Cardinals 3. We'll have varsity action coming up in just a few minutes. Thanks everyone for attending today. Let's meet the starting lineups, beginning with Centennial in goal, junior, number 33, Easton Cody. Defense sophomore, number 9, Cooper Hare. And defensive partner, senior captain, number 12, Austin Peterson. Forwards for the Cougars, a senior captain, number 5, Heath Nelson. At forward, a senior captain, number 17, Harper Searles. And at forward, number 22, and a senior, Alex Clampett. Let's welcome the rest of the Cougars and their head coach, Rich Menny, the Centennial Cougars. And now the starting lineups for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. In goal, senior captain, number 30, Will Wagner. Defense, senior captain, number 8, Ron Brezhnehan. And defensive partner, number 6, and a junior, Dylan Bushy. And forward, number 22, and a senior, Trenton Tyson. And a forward, senior captain, number 5, Eli Bowden. And forward, number 2, Ben Kish. Welcome the rest of the Cardinals. And their head coach, Aaron Brock, the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Now fans, if you would direct your attention to the flag at the end of the arena, stand and remove headgear, as we honor America and those who serve with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's coverage of boys high school hockey, a Northwest Suburban Conference showdown between the Coon Rapids Cardinals and the Centennial Cougars. Joe Yund and Jerry Grant up above, and a game with conference and section implications, Jerry.
Oh, absolutely. This is the team that the Cardinals have to come out and really compete well against tonight. I would like to see them keep this a tight game to the second period and have a good chance to win it, but they're going to have to work hard because Centennial's played some good competition this year.
On paper, the Cardinals the favorite, coming in at 7-2. Centennial's record at 5-4-1. They started the season 4-1-1 before losing 3 in a row, but you mentioned some very good competition in that losing streak. Wayzata, Hermantown, just
St. Thomas Academy.
A couple of teams that are usually within the state's top 10. Currently at numbers 3 and 6 in Section 5 AA rankings.
And they're tied for 4th place in the conference with 6 points each, so that's a big game that way too.
Kish gets it into the zone. Bowden trying to center. It's broken up. Cougars back the other way. Nelson tried to get it out front. Cardinals with speed the other way. Tyson takes it straight to the net, ends up in the net, but so does the netminder.
So the referee evidently decided that the whistle was blown before the player and the puck went in, so therefore no goal, and the net is off. But two good line rushes by the Cardinals coming in early in the game, Joe. I think that their speed definitely can be a factor if they can keep flying like they've been doing the first 30 seconds here. Let's see how that continues.
Crumwhitey able to win the draw for Centennial. Break it out the far side. Disrupted at center. Adams pokes it into the zone. Cardinals get it right back out. Barsmas flips it to Alphen. Fans on the dump-in attempt. Engberg able to get the loose puck and get it in deep. Takes his man into the boards. I think Escobedo had lost an edge before contact was made. This one bounces out front. Escobedo able to clear it behind. Kept in at the line by Bush. Novak holds on the near side. Trinky, long pass, doesn't click with Grazik on the far side. Cardinals can't keep possession into the zone. Adams gets it in. Novak turns it back out. Golan recovers, carries into the zone. Flips it on net, steered away by Cody.
Got good attitude so far. Open shots, take them.
Nick Carl's able to dig it free in the corner, get it ahead, now gets it back, entering the zone. And in offside.
Offside. Yeah, just almost 2 minutes in, but I like the start for Coon Rapids. They're moving their feet so far, and that's exactly what they need to do this game.
Kish gets it back to Bresnahan in his own zone. Back to Kish between the defenders. He flips it high and over the net, trying to beat the keeper above the glove.
That is twice they've snuck somebody behind the Centennial defense.
Cross ice pass hits Carl's in stride. His shot deflected up and out of play. Disrupted things on top of the scoreboard.
Yeah. Well, they said earlier, it's a big game for conference standings, but it's also a good game for the Cardinals to try to get that win, because after this they have 4 games that I think are winnable for them with Totino, Cloquet, Anoka, and Spring Lake Park. Certainly you have to play the game, but they could get on a roll here before heading down the stretch.
Turnaround shot misses wide for Searles. Bush pokes at the loose puck. Tyson trying to get it out. Kept in by Centennial. Novak around for Kish. Again held at the line by the Cougars. Fired wide by Nelson. Swept back in deep by Clampett. Nelson walking in. That shot misses wide. Out front, the tip didn't make it through. Cardinals play it behind the defense. Tyson tracks it down. Low angle shot. Turned away, and Centennial quickly gets it back up ice, clamp it into the zone. Barsness cross ice, and now Bresnahan with speed through center takes his shot. Blocker save by Cody, or Easton Cody.
Yeah, good passing, getting in the zone again for Coon Rapids.
Engberg gets the loose puck behind, out to the line. Hazelwood's shot is blocked. Heath Nelson racing down the left wing. Shot turned away by Will Wagner.
Good recovery.
And the Cardinals send this one the length of the ice. Icing and a faceoff back in their end. 13-17 to go in period number 1.
Not a bad start. Had a little problem there on that last shift before that breakout pass, because they were pinned in their end for about 30, 40 seconds and had to kind of get themselves stabilized inside the dots to deny some shots, because Centennial had some people tipping pucks in the slot area.
Engberg flips it off the boards, kept in by Escobedo. Cranky. Crumwhitey off the boards. Got a good chance for Wagner. Able to make the save and hold on, giving up no rebound.
Yeah, he was able to walk off of that middle of the circle area to get to the slot and get off a good shot. You have to deny those players the middle of the ice. It's the game within the game, Joe, as we talked about, inside the dots versus outside the dots. Got to keep them out of the middle.
Bushy gets it to Clark with speed through center. Protecting the puck, flips it in on net on the backhand. Krinky plays it up the boards. Adams behind Krinky, and now Krinky has it down the wing, stops up, tried the return pass. Still loose out front. Cardinals able to get it to the board. Bushy to the line, but not out. This time forces it out. Clark scoops it up, makes a move into the zone as it poked off his stick.
Yeah, too bad he didn't take that shot. You can beat the first guy. The second one's a little tougher.
Adams centering, broken up at the last second by Barsness. Novak tangled up with Krinky, and the whistle blows. We're going to get one penalty at the very least.
At the least, and hopefully it's not just one in the white jersey. But it looks like we're going to have one of each. It looks that way. Yeah, there they go. Both gates are open, so we'll probably have roughing and roughing, I would guess. Rough and rough. So 5-on-5, just a couple players get to sit for 2 minutes. That's Centennial's game, Joe. It always has been. They're a physical club. They like to get after you. They like to get pucks in front of the net. They like to try to get rebounds. And Coon Rapids has the speed to counter that.
Face off at the Coon Rapids end, won by Centennial, but then turned over. Engberg clears it out to center. Cooper here.
Centennial 4, Caleb Cricky, 4-for-11. County County's 443. Principal Miners at 443, roughing pass.
Here gets it ahead, and Centennial gets it out to center. Hazelwood. Cross for Bresnahan, back for Hazelwood, has to turn toward the board. It's Elfin at center ice. He's into the zone, leaves it for Barsness. Engberg looking for Elfin back door. Out to the point, Hazelwood blocked again.
Yeah, that's twice.
Chopped out to center by Hemmer. Engberg had Carl's right in his back pocket, flipped it off the boards. Here gets it in front of the Coon Rapids bench. Tyson comes away with it momentarily, and his pocket picked by Nelson. Johnson down the near side, flips it wide to the far corner, flipped back in deep by Nelson. Centering pass broken up and covered by Wagner. 11-11 on the clock in the first.
Not a bad idea by Wagner. Get things settled down, got a few things happening with a little bit of running around the zone there, so a whistle's never a bad thing by a goalie when things aren't going quite right.
Well, and as we saw the last time we saw this team against Duluth East, sometimes the Cardinals in their defensive zone can lose coverage and leave players open in the most dangerous of spots. So to take the whistle, see if you can't win possession off the draw.
And that's one thing I hope I see improvement in. That's the one area I'm a little worried about for this team. But so far, not too bad.
Tyson will dump this one in deep. Searles reverses it. Kish intercepts for the Cardinals. Tyson tried to give it back. Bowden trying to get it back into the corner for him. Bowden swings it down low. That's taken away by Harper Searles. He will skate to the other end. Shot from Nelson, hit traffic. Bowden plays it across. Bordner banks it off the boards and out.
Good bounce. Get that out of the zone.
Clamp it right back in for Centennial. Lost the handle, has a little bit of room, takes the shot, and scores. And just a weird one from a long way out.
Yep, that Wagner'd like to have that one back. Just well, you never
Ramped
know.
off his stick and over his shoulder.
Yeah, he shot from an odd place up here on the sidewall and was able to put a little bit of mustard on that puck and was able to just handcuff Wagner, and it's a goal on the third shot for Centennial. But it's all right, just one goal. Get back, keep doing what you're doing. You know, the Centennial club, they come in averaging 3.9 goals a game, so, and 3 goals against. So they're a little above the curve on that, which gives them some wins.
Well, Coon Rapids coming in averaging 5.78.
Yeah.
Second assist, number 9, Cooper here. The time of goal, 703. Drop it.
Clark bumped off it on the far side. And now Coon Rapids is going to take a penalty and be shorthanded. Both referees with their hands in the air.
Well, we saw some of that in the JV game. Before this one, the JV was climbing back into the game. They took 3 penalties in a row in the third period. You just have to be careful about how you lay those hits on. Sometimes you want to get a guy, you want to put him on the wall, but the refs watch that, and they're having a little discussion about if that's boarding or what it might be, because it sounded loud.
Luke Rising gets limited minutes coming off a 2-goal performance in the 10-2 win over Osseo on Thursday. The 10-2, 10-3. Either way.
It's 5.
Ouch.
So probably 5 for boarding, I would guess. That's a big penalty because
Especially
Centennial.
just seconds after Centennial
Yeah.
got on the board on a seemingly harmless looking shot from a long ways out.
Yeah, well, now you gotta be gritty because you've played a pretty good first period so far. You're just down 1, but 5-minute penalty. Ouch, that can be trouble.
Still a lot of fresh legs early in the first period.
Yeah.
5-minute power play for Centennial, up 1-0.
Cardinals penalty assessed number 13, Luke Rising, 5 minutes.
There you go.
The time of penalty is 7.
Bandit Bush able to force that one out to center. Harper Seals back in his own end. Cross ice for Peterson. Enters on the right wing. Circles in the corner. Cross ice pass intercepted. Engberg can't clear. Forced out to center by Alfred. Clampett rubbed off it by Novak. With it is Cunningham behind the net. Worked back up top for Searles. Peterson is shot through traffic, turned away.
Yep, just get those shots on that. Crash for rebounds. Nice
Give
give
and go, and the shot trickled just wide. Clear hit the back of Peterson and stayed in, and now Coon Rapids able to get it all the way down.
Big clear
Good
with the
smart
goalie.
play by Cody to get it right back up ice and limit the Cardinals' chances to get fresh legs on the ice.
Yeah, that was very smart.
Peterson, cross for Nelson, back to Peterson through traffic, bounced around. Finally, the Cardinals able to clear. Bowden trying to dance around the defense of Peterson and nearly does. Regrouping with it, Heath Nelson. Near side, Searles lost the handle. Bothered by Bresnahan. Kicks it ahead. Played in on net by Gorlitz. Out to the line for Searles. Shot high and wide. Karam's around and out.
Yep, shooting from that wide angle. If you miss the net, it'll go out of the zone.
Nelson right down Broadway. Not much on the shot. Turned away by the stick of Will Wagner.
There you go.
Kish will send it all the way down.
Yep, that's a good clear by Kish because they're getting a little tired. Get some fresh legs out there.
Hammer had his pocket picked by Engberg. Cardinals send it all the way back down. Alphen in on the forecheck.
There you go.
And he forces the turnover. His pass just out of the reach of Engberg back into the near corner. Carls will dump it in deep. Bush at his pocket picked. Wraparound try by Carls, denied by Wagner. Fifth shot on this power play. Backdoor look. Fortunately, Alphen was there to trouble Hemmer, and he wasn't able to get a good look on net. Novak able to take his man off the puck. Gorlitz up top. Bush able to get in the wave, get the takeaway, and get the clear. 1:45 to go. Gorlitz, snapshot, blocker save. Kish kicks it to Bowden, one-on-one. Bowden will send it back. Kish to Bresnahan, and he will send it all the way down.
Yeah, that was nice. Very good work. Bowden started that with a nice takeaway, and then use those players behind as Centennial was changing.
Searles into the zone, can't get past Hazelwood. They'll clear it all the way down again. Easton Cody leaves it along the boards for Peterson. Peterson avoids Alphen, gets around Engberg into the zone. Tries to center. Cardinals there to intercept and get the clear. Peterson's pass was behind Nelson. Engberg disrupts again and gets the clear, but into the bench. And the faceoff will stay in the Cardinals' end. Just under 5 minutes to go in the period. Exactly 30 seconds left in the 5-minute major to Luke Rising.
Yeah, I like Coon Rapids' attitude. They've been getting after loose pucks. They've been pressuring Centennial, not letting them set up, so that helps an awful lot to kill those penalties. Coon Rapids is an 88.6% penalty kill, so they've been doing a good job.
Peterson, backdoor look, tipped up and out of play by Bresnahan.
Yep, just like that right there. Bresnahan with a stick in the passing lane where it belongs. Active stick, tip that puck before it gets to that weak side player and get another face-off. Good play.
Centennial nearly an opportunity to attack right off the faceoff, but puck dribbled away. This one trickles in on goal, and covering it up is Wagner.
Yeah, as they say, any shot's a good shot, and
chaos.
That was a
yeah, chaos
a trickler
around the net.
Yeah, it came in hard, but hit a couple bodies, slowed down, and Wagner was already down, and luckily it went right between his legs, and he closed them up like a scissors, and he got a whistle.
11 seconds left on this long power play. They have had chances, 7 shots on the power play for Centennial.
And Wagner's made some good saves. Win the draw, get it out one time. There it is. And that should do it, Joe. Very impressive penalty kill.
It's a very big kill. Keep themselves from falling further behind. It came just seconds after Centennial had taken the lead. Nelson had it poked away by Hazelwood just inside the Cardinals zone. Nelson right back on the attack. Searles couldn't get it back out front. Nelson battling for it in the near corner. Out to the line, Peterson. Blocked, but right to Nelson. He can't get it through the traffic either. Bush tried to get it to Alphen behind the deep fence. Cougars able to get it back in deep. Hazelwood fanned on a rolling puck, intercepted. Centennial in deep. The backhander turned away from Kerm Whitey. Escobarro keeps it in. Shot from the point, doesn't get through. Escobar continues to fight for it. Played to the line and now out, and Tyler Barsness trying to dance his way through. Finally poked away by Krakey.
And there we go. Cardinals on a power play coming up. We have a hook.
Between Coon and Centennial, we actually have a red in the stands. We've got super fan red here tonight for Coon Rapids. Let's give it a round of applause.
It looks like Adams is going off for the hook.
It's always a good sign for the Red.
So it'd be nice to see the Cardinals get some sustained pressure on this power play and maybe tie the game up. It'd be a just reward for killing off 5 minutes.
Alphen against Crumwhitey for the face-off. Alphen able to win it back to Bresnahan. Cross to Barsness, walking in, looking back door out of the reach of Engberg. He recovers, gets it back out to Bresnahan. Engberg down low for Alphen. Crumwhitey intercepts the return. Cleared around, Barsness jams at it, kicked at. Barsness comes free with it. Has a couple of friends out front. And he fanned on the pass. Centennial able to clear.
Got to give the Centennial defender that work for him to lay out and put his stick on the ice and just take away that pass. The only thing he had was a saucer, just couldn't get it over there.
Engberg steps around Escobaro out front. Kish was all tied up to the line, but not out. Bresnahan fires it far side. Barsness toward the net, tipped twice, but ends up wide in the corner. Kish recovers the loose puck. Out to Barsness. Barsness will walk in. Top of the circle shot. Blocker save. Engberg keeps it alive along the near boards. Gets it back. Spins away from Searles. Knocked off the puck. Kish there to support. Back to the point. Bresnahan walking in. Looked for the tip by Kish, but ended up off the side of the net. Kish cross ice. Didn't connect with anyone. Searles trying to hit Nelson.
Bresnahan another good stick there.
Nelson fighting for it, shorthanded, tried to center, intercepted by Barsness.
Yeah, very aggressive penalty kill by the Cougars. The way to beat that is you have to move that puck precisely.
Bowden avoids the hit from Peterson, but Peterson knocks his stick away.
Two on
this one poked out to center by Clampett. Clampett fans on the pass attempt. Seen a lot of those both ways.
Yes.
And that's going to do it for the penalty to Adams. Just over a minute to go, first period. Centennial up 1-0. Rebound out front. Lunging for it is Wagner. Ends up in the back of the net. And Centennial has a 2-0 lead.
Well, this is the problem that the Cardinals have had, the games I've seen where they've lost. They just, for some odd reason, when they just need to get a clear, they need to get a tie-up, it doesn't go their way and the other team gets a goal, and that's what happened there. They had a decent power play. They had some shots. They had opportunities, but just got a little scramble down their end, and they just were not able to win the battles they needed to.
Officials talking to the Cardinals coaching staff. Bresnahan standing outside the referee's circle there at center ice as well. I don't know what. Of course, we don't have replay.
We don't have the truck with the
camera.
replay, unfortunately, yeah.
But there was definite chaos in front of the net. And I didn't see exactly how it went in.
Right.
Chopped at, changed directions several times.
Well, if the referees aren't talking with each other, they probably didn't see anything because they're just talking with the captain and the coaching staff a little bit. I'll say, unfortunate. Under a minute to go in the first period, you're playing a decent game, and now you got a little bit more of a hole, down 2-0. Still within reach, but no, whatever the conversation was, Joe, it didn't amount to anything.
Did not make anyone change their minds,
Yeah.
to be certain, and it is a 2-0 lead for Centennial.
Yeah, well, Centennial's been piling up the shots. They're up to 12, so they've had some opportunities. Ooh, that was a close one again. Just a little battles in the slot area.
Kish dragged down at center, no call. Cross ice pass, broke it up. Kish gets onto it though with speed, then lost the handle. Centennial can't clear. Kish couldn't handle the pass. Bowden back down low. Tyson trying to turn with it. Shoots and fires wide. Off the end boards with it is Clampett. Gets it back out to center. Bresnahan gloves it down. Bowden back to Bresnahan out front. Looking back for Tyson, and it was just out of his reach. And in that tight, they end up without even a shot on goal. We lost some lights over the ice surface as well as we hit this buzzer for the end of the first period. And it's a tough one for the Cardinals, down 2-0.
Yeah, they deserve better.
If they can find a way to respond in the second, we'll have that after a break on CTN. Welcome back to Coon Rapids Ice Center. Centennial 2, Coon Rapids 1 after the first period. Joe Young and Jerry Grant up above. And Jerry, Centennial aided by a 5-minute power play.
Yeah.
Really able to control most of that first period.
Yeah, they outshot the Cardinals 12-7. And one thing I noticed that they did really well, they protected the house. The Cardinals really only had one opportunity in the house area, and Centennial had 4. I thought Centennial did a better job battling down low, got a little greasy goal at the end there with under a minute left to really kind of take a little more control of a pretty even game up to that point.
Well, and you look at both goals. The first one was a seemingly harmless shot that took a fortunate skip for Centennial off the netminder of Coon Rapids, and the second, as you mentioned, a greasy one late, just under a minute to go in the period. Coon Rapids trying to get in on the forecheck. Kish sends it back in deep. Tyson reverses to the near corner. Bowden sends it around behind again. Tyson waits for it, poked away from him. Alex Clampett through center for Centennial. Can't dance around. Bresnahan almost mishandled by Wagner, and then Bresnahan got knocked into his goaltender. And
well, yeah, no communication there. They kind of let the puck just kind of sit in no person's land, and that's a dangerous spot to leave the puck. You got to call that out, make sure everyone knows who's going to get it. Now, what's interesting, Joe, the first period, Coon Rapids started out with 2 nice, odd rushes using their speed. To start this period, they're the same. They use their speed. That is the key to their game. They have to get that speed going and try to use it to their advantage.
face-off win for Centennial. Kriege's shot didn't make it through. Backdoor feed. Wagner got enough of it, and Novak cleared the rebound.
Big save.
Crumwhitey throws it in on goal, a pad save, and then the rebound cleared out of play.
Yeah, this is the area where they got in trouble at the end of the period, losing battles in their own end, and Centennial getting pucks to the middle.
Carls to face off against Barsness. Barsness gets the win. Bush off the boards to himself, leads the charge to center, got it to Engberg. Bush there to support, then lost it along the boards. Back the other way comes Hemmer. Hemmer snaps a long shot in, gloved and held by Wagner.
Yep, Wagner no problem, saw the puck the whole way, shot from way out by the blue line. He's got to control those and make sure there's no rebounds. Right back with the first unit.
Face-off win, quick shot. Wagner the save, rebound still loose. Adams fans on the pass back to the point, and that one's jammed up over the net. Centering attempt, hit a skate. Bush rings it around. Barsness trying to settle. He's tied up. Crumwhitey gets it across. Adams a shot as he was falling. Sticked away by Wagner. Cardinals finally get it out to center. Robinson waits and then dumps it in. Novak across for Engberg. Barsness down the right wing. His shot saved by Cody. Quickly back the other way comes Centennial. Nelson spinning, trying to center. And we're going to get a penalty behind the play against Centennial.
Like a roughing call. And looks like Searles is going in there. Guy got tangled up behind the play, and then what happened was got a little extra push in there, and the referee just happened to be standing 10 feet away. It happened.
Kellen Searles called for the rough at 2:07. Coon Rapids, a power play opportunity, trailing by 2. Bresnahan through traffic, gloved and held by Cody.
Yeah, that's all right. Work it high-low, give you that high shot. Take the shot, but let's get some bodies in front of that goaltender.
Barsness will tie up. Gish pokes at the puck. Here able to get it and clear it the length of the ice. Wagner leaves it there for Bresnahan. Engberg with speed down the left wing, trying to center. It hit a skate. Bowden Alphen trying to settle. Now gets it back to Bresnahan. Barsness walking in, centering. That was stopped up. Shot in close for Alphen. Didn't have a lot on it, and a relatively easy save for Easton Cody.
But hey, finding people that are open, getting shots on the goal. There's an opportunity for a rebound. That's more like it. It's interesting. Centennial was very aggressive early on their penalty kill in the first period. This one, they're a little more relaxed, so I don't know if the next unit coming out will be more aggressive. We'll see how that goes.
Bowden able to win the draw. Novak across. One-timer by Bush. Gloved and held by Cody.
Yeah, good draw, good shot, but what's the equation you still need? No traffic in front of that net. Got to get to that front of that net.
Another face-off win. Played across. Novak. Rebound chance on the backside for Clark. I think the net came off.
It did.
But we play on. Tyson with a shot into the midsection of Cody.
Well, they won 2 draws in a row, and Centennial doesn't like that, so they're setting out a different penalty killing unit. But yeah, win the draw, get that open player, get the shot. Just keep doing that.
Centennial able to get the win and get the clear. Novak pressured in the corner
and
by
no
Searle.
penalty. Luckily, that was a cross check.
Only a little one.
Well, just a little one. But now here's a penalty coming up. And there goes the power play. No, just got outworked over the
Pressure
corner.
creates chaos, creates turnovers, penalties, and sometimes goals.
Yeah. Well, all because Centennial won the draw. They ran a play. They went D to D to the weak side. He zipped it down the ice, and the high forward released early, and he was on his way to get to that puck. And Coon Rapids could not settle it down and get that out of their end.
Tandon-Bush goes for the cross check at 3:28. We'll play 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. And then a short power play for Centennial up 2-0.
Yeah, well, they just have to keep at it here.
Escobedo bumped off it, stays with it along the boards. Nelson trying to get it back down to Escobedo as seeking behind the defense. Hazelwood trying to reverse, Clampett intercepts, looking for Escobedo out of his reach. All the way back down to Easton Cody. Heat fans on the pass attempt, and now able to swing it around the boards. Alphen flips it back down low. Escobedo bumping with Engberg behind the net. They both hit the ice.
Oh.
Bodies flying.
There's the extra push that should have been called right there.
Still going at each other right in front of the ref. No call. Nelson at the other end. So power play now for Centennial. Shot through traffic is held by Wagner.
Yeah, they let him go for a while, but at the end, the Centennial player had to get that extra push on the player who was prone on the ice, and that's never a good thing to let go. If nothing else, take them both. Got to get a little control of the game on that.
Face-off win for Centennial. Up top, Searles through traffic, glove save for Wagner.
Yeah, they can let them take those all day. There's no problem with that shot.
Searles wins the draw. Nelson draws backdoor feed, bounced away from Cunningham. This is going to be a high stick
That
And
helps.
we'll send the face-off back down to the Centennial end.
Yeah, that always helps. Gives you a break, makes them get 170 feet away from the goal. Okay, the refs are not allowing that change there. Coaches are barking back. You know, you've got to keep yourself in the game somehow.
Another face-off win for Centennial. Clamp it from behind his own end. Straight through the middle. Searles' shot blocked up and out of play.
Yep, good. Stick in the way. Got 30 seconds left on the penalty kill here. So far, Coon Rapids has done a good job not letting them set up.
Nelson across to Peterson.
Good job,
Pass
Engberg.
deflected into the corner. Clamp it back to Peterson. Searles for Nelson left side. Back for Searles up top. And now Nelson walking in. He goes down low, will give and go.
Oh,
But he was tied up. Searles able to glove it down at the blue line. Peterson's pass intercepted. Alford looking over the situation, will skate with it. Out front looking for Bresnahan, tipped away by Nelson. Centering attempt intercepted by Searles.
no.
He leads a 2-on-1. Hemmer can't get the pass back through against Bushy, but his pass behind Engberg will turn into icing. Good news is the Cardinals have killed off the penalty.
Yeah, and well, good job by Bushy. He did his job. He did not allow that 2-on-1 to turn into a break-in on his goaltender. So he'll take the icing on that. Get things settled back down and see what they can do with 11:14 left. And they've crept closer in the shots. Coon Rapids now has 12. So they've outshot them 5-4, I do believe, so far this period.
Adams trying to center, taken away by Barsness. He fans on the pass attempt. Then got it to Novak, then turned over, and Crum Whitey with a shot that was blocked into the corner. Adams recovers, tries to center. That's broken up. Barsness from behind his own net. That pass hit a skate. Bush finally gets it ahead to Engberg, and now Alford with speed, top of the circle shot, save and hold for the netminder Easton Cody.
No, that's right. Again, using the speed, coming out of the zone pretty clean, and getting a good shot on goal.
A lot of whistles in the second period so far.
It is. And we're not even halfway home. It feels like about a half an hour already.
Stahlberger plays it into the corner. Centennial gets it up and out. Bushy back for Stahlberger. Deflects to Clark. Trying to dance through. Stahlberger misses wide. Engberg, or Golan rather, played it toward the front. Clark deflected it in on goal.
Yeah, it's too bad Golan was there on the left wing for another pass on that sequence, but just couldn't slide the puck to him earlier. We'd had a nice chance coming in alone. A little better period so far by Coon Rapids. I think if they just stay out of the penalty box, keep using their speed, they're just hanging around. They just need to get that next goal.
Searles wins the draw. Clampett had it poked off his stick. Goes right to Escobedo. Looking up the middle. That set up for Searles. He was peeled off the puck. Backdoor feed. Nelson got his shot. Blocker saved for Wagner. Out to the point. Krinky back down to Clampett. One-time opportunity for Nelson. Didn't have a lot on it. Kish recovers out of the corner. Pokes it free into the zone. Gets there first, still with it behind the net. Out backdoor feed, and Tyson couldn't settle the bouncing puck.
Too bad.
I mean, that puck was on a string for Ben Kish all the way through that rush.
It was. unfortunately just couldn't finish that one off. That was a good opportunity.
Couple of guys at the blue line. Hunter Searles out front, backhand and a goal.
Ouch.
For Tanner Graychick.
Yeah, the line change didn't quite go the way they wanted. And Centennial saw that, and they moved that puck up all the way to the far blue line, and were able to outnumber the Coon Rapids defenders and get in on the goaltender and slide it through the 5-hole.
Yeah, Harper Seals took the feed at the blue lines, drew the defense, sent it out front. Tanner Graychick in alone finds the 5-hole and makes it 3-0 in favor of Centennial. Not quite midway through the second period.
Yeah, just again, Centennial is very opportunistic. If you make a mistake, they seem to make the right plays.
Barsness sweeps this one along, left there for Austin Peterson. Long pass, deflected in. Novak giving Adams a bump, and those two tangle at center ice. Adams breaks up the feed at the red line. Here, disrupted things further. Novak back in his own end. Graychick out front.
And a better penalty.
And that's just...
Yeah, that's not what you want right now.
Just a bad penalty for Zach Novak getting tied up with, is that Crumwhitey?
Yeah.
And now down 3-0. They're going to go back on the penalty kill.
Well, there are moments in the game where you have to keep your composure and keep battling. And right there, Centennial gets that third goal, and then they start getting in your head in the corner there, and you take a penalty that is going to cause you some problems here. Got to kill this one off.
High stick is the call against Zach Novak.
It's about the fifth draw in a row Centennial's won.
Walking in, Peterson, the save up out of play.
Draws are very important, and Centennial has been winning a lot of face-offs this period. We don't keep that stat, but I wish we did, because the number seems to be piling up. And another one, clean.
Searles wins it, back to Peterson. Peterson walks in, back to Searles up top. Left side, Nelson scores.
Yeah, textbook. He is able to pull that puck, change the angle of it, pull it in, and rip it with a little bit of a half screen there, and short-sided Wagner. And then all of a sudden, what we had with a hockey game is turning into a little bit more of a runaway.
Power play goal for Heath Nelson at exactly the midway point of the contest.
Yeah.
Puts Centennial on top by 4.
Yeah, it's too bad. They say the start of this period, Coon Rapids was sneaking their way back in the game, just couldn't get a goal. And all these last two they're kind of backbreakers.
Carls will send it in deep. Bush will reverse. Bordner got tied up. Carls is there. Tries to center. Wagner pokes it away. Tyson gets to center ice, dumps it in, and gives chase. Out front in the skates of Bowden. Tried to go skate to stick. And that is knocked off.
Yeah, keep battling. Like you say, this is an opponent that's not only in your conference but in your section. You'll see him again down the line. You have to just kind of keep going, because you might meet him again when it really counts in the section playoffs.
Well, it's still plenty of time to come back in this, but the Cardinals up against it now. They need at least one, if not two, before the end of this period.
Yeah.
But the first one always the hardest.
Yes, it is. Tonight it's been, yes.
Searles sends it ahead for Crumwhitey. His pass deflected in by Adams. Wagner clears it to the far side. Tyson bounces it off the boards. Held, but the shot by Graychick hit Bresnahan out front. Here's Bowden. Floats it across. Tyson back to Bowden. He scores.
There's the one they needed. They got a 2-on-1, and they're able to make the right play and get the pass through the defender's stick and get an open shot on the goaltender and put it in. So let's see if that gets them fired up to get that second goal. It was a nice play. Bowden just stuck with it.
That'll help lift the spirits on the home bench as well.
Yeah, they say you finally broke the dam there. The goaltender is pitching a shutout, but not anymore. But now you have to keep going.
Nice little give and go play between Bowden and Tyson. This one skips out to center. Barsness tips it around to defender out front. Able to get there first was Harper Searles.
Yeah, Searles has played well today. That was a real gritty play by him. He stuck with it. But Barsness used his speed, almost got there.
Tie up in the corner. Centennial able to play it around. Clampett waits. Looks up for Harper Seals in his skates a bit. He's bumped off of it. Bushy plays it back out to center, and the Cardinals now able to dump it in deep. Barsness gives chase, spinning away with it as Peterson ahead for Clampett. Got away from him, Bresnahan. For Barsness, tips it for Alphin walking in. Alphin, a huge save for Easton Cody. And here's a chance the other way. Searles scores.
Wow. Talk about a turn of events there. My goodness. Yeah, goaltender made the big save, and Centennial, they're very, very aware of the game. They made that outlet pass quickly. And it's back to a 4-goal lead. Just like that, Joe.
Centennial goal number 17, senior captain Harper Searles. Single assist, senior captain number 12, Austin Peterson. Final goal is 10:44 of the second period.
That one was deflected by Krinky, so no icing. Krinky fires it. Rebound up over the net for Carls.
Nice rebound.
Krinky leaves it behind, pokes free by Clark. Carls intercepts, sends it to the far corner. Novak chips it off the board out to center, sent right back in by Centennial. Nolan Hazelwood. Shoveled in by Stahlberger. Kish there in the corner, turning away from the pressure. Pinned by Nelson. Centennial comes out with it. Able to flip it high and out to center. Bresnahan, his pass. Stopped up by Escobedo. Tyson into the zone, leaves it for Kish. Kish cross ice, and that carries Bresnahan back out to center. And that pass out of the reach of Kish will be icing with 4:34 to go.
Yeah, it's hard to get that puck down below the dots sometimes. When you get there, sometimes it's a good idea just to shoot it on the net. Yeah, Last 5 minutes, Coon Rapids would like to get that second goal to get back in the hockey game a little bit here.
Kish able to win the draw. Bresnahan trying to spring Tyson through the middle. Intercepted by Nelson. Dances around some traffic at the blue line and gets himself a shot on goal. Searles behind the net. Pressured. Out to the point for the other Searles. Cross, nobody home. Tyson skates to the other end. Tried to leave it for Bowden. Bowden spins. Plays it across ice. Bushy pokes at it. Nelson recovers for Centennial. Sends it across. Clampett pinned to the boards by Novak. Back across. Nelson winds and fires, and that carries up and out of play.
He let it rip there. Yeah, steam kind of came out of the building here, Joe. Pretty quiet in the crowd.
Yeah, and after that goal by the Cardinals, you thought here's a good opportunity for them to climb back in, but
yeah, then they had that shot right on the doorstep, and then 5 seconds later was down in their own end and in the goal, pretty much.
Yeah, point blank chance for Alphen, shut down, and that was 5 to 7 seconds later. Centering pass gets all the way through. Engberg races the other way for Coon Rapids. Dropping it off, quick shot, Barsness, rebound. Nothing on the shot from Alphen, and an easy save for Cody.
Cody, 2 saves in a row there. He's been the difference. Whenever Coon Rapids gets a good opportunity, they're up to 19 shots now. He's made the save. But that's that speed again. Whenever we see Coon Rapids use their speed, good things happen.
Barsness backhander turned away by Cody. Adams comes away with the puck for Centennial. He's bumped off it. Centering pass. Deflected. Kept in at the line by Tandon Bush. Bush couldn't get it all the way through traffic. Alfred recovers for the Cardinals. Circles at the blue line. Bush's shot. That misses wide into the corner. Barsness jams at it, and it ends up and out of play.
Yeah, getting
a little extracurriculars.
Getting hacked on long enough, you eventually retaliate, and you know what happens to the retaliator. They usually go in the box. And a lot of times alone. But let's see. They didn't call anything on that? Wow. That's called letting them play. There was a lot of physicality going on in the corner.
After the puck was up and out of play.
Yes.
Could be that the aggressor is on the team trailing 5-1 late in the second period.
Yeah. Well, he's getting worked over pretty good down there, so I don't blame him.
A big hit delivered by Kish. Sent Alex Clampett to the ice. Novak in his own end for Kish. Clampett sticked it away. Bowden will flip it in on the backhand. Escobedo far side for Clampett. Gets around the corner, trying to center, broken up by Hazelwood. Nelson trying to dance out of the corner and try to go high short side, missed high and wide. Searles sends it behind. Nelson had it hop over his stick. Kish taking a look, gets to center and will dump it in. Cardinals get a line change. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Cougars have to tag up. Bresnahan across for Barsness. Hacked at, loses the puck. Nelson has it for Centennial. Pass gets past Clampett. Bresnahan spins around in the corner.
There's a penalty. It looked like there was square dancing going on over there at that little hold around the body and twisting. I don't think they teach that anymore in high school. Fayette, they might, but that was a hold.
Clampett, the guilty party, heading to the sin bin with 1:29 to go in the period.
Yeah, another power play opportunity. Set it up, get some good shots. Test that goaltender who's been on his game this period.
Bresnahan's shot deflected up and over.
Close.
Clear attempt, didn't get out. Kish jams at it. Adams had his mask coming off while he fell, able to get the clear. Engberg trying to get around the corner, ridden off it in the corner.
Stick on his stick, there you go.
Alford drops it off. Bresnahan to Barsness. Looking back door, that didn't click. They get the clear, 45 seconds left in the period. Barsness flips it into the far corner. Here, plays it behind, they send it up. And here's Searles with a goal, shorthanded, top shelf on the breakaway.
Wow, Searles been on his game today, but that's awareness. You got to know that that guy's sitting out there, and no communication. The goaltender needs to bang his stick or something. That's just very smart play by Centennial, and now they're up 6-1.
Yep, you got to account for the guy going for the line change. Searles got onto the ice, saw that his team had gotten the turnover.
And there he sat.
Stretch pass right down the middle of the ice.
Bam.
And he's got two in this period, both on breakaways. 6 points in the game, I think they just said.
Well, here they come again.
And it's Harper Searles out front. Nelson scores.
Wow.
Two shorthanded goals in the final minute of this period.
Well, that's just, again, you're pressing. You put yourself in a vulnerability spot where Centennial figured out, well, we're just going to spring a couple guys and get an odd rush again, and down they come. And Nelson tucks it home after a nice play by who else?
Harper Seals.
Yeah, it sounds like the guy.
Said he's had a night.
He is had a night.
Yeah, he's been in on all 7 goals.
Wow.
2 goals and 5 assists.
That's crazy.
And there's only 2 periods played.
Whoa.
So third period will be running time. Cardinals in a huge hole. We'll be back with period number 3 from the Crick after this.
Assisted by Austin Peterson. Then the 2 shorthanded goals in the last minute of the period. The first one by Harper Searles at 16:27, assist to Austin Peterson and Cooper Hare. And then it was Heath Nelson scoring at 16:48, assisted by Harper Searles and Cooper Hare.
Welcome back to the Crick. Centennial with 2 shorthanded goals in the final minute of that second period have really opened it up. Now leads 7-1 as we start the third. Coon Rapids still has 31 seconds on the power play, but
Yeah, well, Joe, give Centennial credit. They had their heads up. They found some weaknesses on that situation with the Cardinals power play and able to spring some guys in for a couple of goals to really put the Cardinals in a bad position to start the third.
yeah, it just the end of the period really killed all chances for the Cardinals in this one. Nelson continuing to cause problems. Now Barsness with speed through center, tries to dance around here into the corner. One hops over the stick of Bresnahan. Nelson will get to it along the boards. Bresnahan won't let the pass get through.
Yeah,
Bowden back the other way.
Another opportunity shorthanded.
Alfred stops up, lost the handle. And that's a bad call. It's a coincidence that Alfred's stick was there. Searles blew a tire and then ran into the stick. But the way it looked, I totally understand, and Alfred is going to go for tripping.
Yeah, it's one where the referee kind of had perception a little bit off from reality and saw a player in the ground with a stick there and thought, well, must have been a trip. And now Centennial gets to go on the power play, killing off the power play that the Cardinals had, and the clock is still running, of course.
Yeah, 6-goal lead established by those 2 shorthanded goals late in the period. And
Coon Rapids penalty number 11, Caden Alvin, 2 minutes for tripping. Original time calls 47
Peterson
seconds.
sends it down low. Clamp it up top. Searles' shot is blocked by Stahlberger, recovered by Peterson. Searles comes back to Peterson. He scores. Another power play goal for Centennial.
Well, they were whipping that puck around pretty nicely. They had a good set play there. They ran that first one where they went middle to high, back to middle. The high man shot down the slot, opened up space, back top, rotated around the other side, and bing, eventually in the goal.
And I'm pretty sure Harper Seals got another assist.
Wouldn't doubt it. He's
8 points.
unbelievable. Well, sometimes you're on. He's a good player, no doubt about that. But hey, tonight's his night.
Searles came into the contest with 16 points this season, 8 goals, 8 assists.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 and 6 tonight.
Yeah, he's the team's leading scorer all of a sudden.
Senior captain number 17, Harper Searles.
Wow.
Senior captain number 5, he creates a power play goal at 11:50 in the third period.
Kish trying to center, hit the back of the net. Bowden trying to center, that was deflected, taken away, and Bergwald will send it in deep.
Yeah, all you can do now is just keep battling. You just try to play to get the next goal.
Big hit by Trenton Tyson and knocked the helmet clean off of Casey Bergwald, drew the immediate whistle.
And no penalty.
Nope, just blew because the helmet came off.
Yep.
In a vulnerable position.
Yeah, the referees move the face-off out, take off another 15 seconds on the clock. Just keep it running.
Robinson sends it in deep. Bresnahan behind his own net, tried to reverse. That was taken away. Clark gets to the puck and pitchforks it out to center. Robinson pressured by Golan just inside the Centennial blue. Gets to the red line, plays it in deep. Wagner leaves it there for Austin Adams. He tried to reverse and was not successful either. Hemmer Tried to get it back to the point. Clark with the takeaway. He dances out to center. His pass didn't connect. Cunningham back into his own end. Cross ice pass from Hemmer. Nobody there in red jersey. Bushy trying to center. Got the pass in late. Continues to battle for it. Cunningham can't get it all the way out. Bushy sends it back on net. Kicked away by Cody. Robinson sweeps it behind. Barsness breaks up the breakout. Shot by Golan. Stopped by the shoulder of Easton Cody.
Yeah, Cody's been good. He's made the saves he's had to.
Robinson plays it behind. Searles fanned on the pass attempt, then chops it up the boards out to center. Novak stops it up. That pass hit the back of a skate. Chance for Graychick. He's bumped off it along the end line. Alphen tripped up, no call there.
Yeah, they're going to actually call it.
Plays it back, there is going to be a call.
I think the fans helped make that call. The ref wasn't going to call it right away.
As we both talked about, it was kind of a phantom trip, the one against the Cardinals. But this one definitely was the right call. It'll go against Nick Carls.
Yeah, well, we'll see how Centennial does in this kill. They were pretty darn good in the last one.
Novak sets up left side. That is deflected up and out of play.
6 minutes until the call. Carls out for slashing and 6 minutes of the third period.
I say just keep playing the game, try to get the next goal, keep battling because you're going to see this team again soon enough. There's that guy flying again.
Cross ice pass. Bush couldn't stop it. Searles
who else?
All the way down at the other end. Took a hit from Novak. Carp through center. Andrew Clark into the zone. Trying to center for Bowden. Bowden gets it to Bush up top. Tandon Bush out of the reach of Nelson. Pokes it in deep. Bowden behind the net. Bumped off it in the corner. Hands getting up. The two of them in the corner continue to push and shove at one another. The whistle blows.
They have matching roughing, I suppose. And the clock just keeps on rolling. Well, at this point, you just want to get out of this game with nothing goofy happening. Game's over. Just got to regroup for the next one. Don't want anybody to get hurt.
Offsetting. They're going to take them both here. Face off back to center ice. Maybe a couple of seconds on the clock for the power play, but
yeah.
Essentially, the power play will end.
It's done.
We're down to 9 minutes left in the game. Bresnahan trying to get away from Cunningham. Circles. Finds Kish with speed. Hit hard at center ice by Joey Hemmer.
Yeah, he laid him out. Good check.
Barsness delivers a hit on Cunningham. Barsness to Alphen into the zone. Barsness out front. Kish couldn't get enough to deflect it into the net. Numbers for Centennial, but the pass hit a skate. Flex into the corner. Engberg along the end line. Centering pass, walking in. That one knocked out of the air. Should have been a high stick, but Cardinals played it first anyway.
There's a hook. Stick still around the player there.
Holds it in at the blue line. Gets it back to Carls. He's bugged by Barsness and throws a big hit on Kish. Alphen recovers, gets it to Kish.
Yeah, there's
and
another
we're
hook.
going to get another penalty.
Well, the refs at this point just have to say, okay, I'm just going to start throwing people in the box. I don't care. We're just going to clean this up because it's starting to get a little silly.
Going over to have a word with the Centennial coaches staff as well.
Well, you should talk to both coaches at this time. Tell them, hey, this game's over. Let's be smart about it. And while he's talking, the clock just keeps on going. That's the real joy of it. It's like, okay, I'll talk to him for a minute and just let the clock run.
You talk long enough, the game will be over.
Pretty much.
Before you have to kill the penalty.
Never seen one end that way. What happened? Well, he talked to me for 7 minutes, and the clock just went. And there's really not much arguing coming from the other bench about the conversation. So,
Tyson gets it out to the point. Novak shovels it back into the corner. Tied up along the end boards. Comes loose to Bush. The point. Clark controls off the boards. Up top for Novak. Bush tried to go cross ice. That hit his skate. Deflected out to center. Oh, and they didn't put that's why he was having the discussion. It was a misconduct penalty.
Oh, okay.
And we got more penalties coming.
Yeah, all right. Now the players come out of the box. And,
I was going to say there was
another player in the box.
There was no penalty added for the last one that led to the discussion.
Well, it wasn't sitting on the clock, so we're thinking, that's what it was. They didn't put it on the clock. There's too much going on down there. Now another player in the box for Coon Rapids.
Well, yeah, but Centennial has 5 on the ice as well.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight misconduct.
Yeah.
The Coon Rapids going to be short-handed now.
They're going to be short-handed.
Centennial power play already responsible for a couple of their goals.
No, I guess now, all right, just talking
now
to the player.
Centennial is
there he goes. Now it's
taking
4.
a player off. So we are 4-on-4. Oh, we're just not putting.
No.
We're not putting them up on the clock anymore because the clock is running. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Eventually they'll let them out, and eventually we'll play
5-on-5.
But and guess who scored it?
Yep.
Harper Searles.
I wonder.
Hat-trick. 9 points for Harper Searles.
Well,
including now 3 goals.
Wide open on the back door, and the pass came across. Bing, one time. Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, having a career night, I've got to assume, though, with 9 points.
Yeah. Well, you got Kellen and Harper,
and
so
now
the brothers.
Now we're putting penalties up on the board.
And we're letting the clock run, and this is just.
But it's 4-on-4.
It's going to be 4-on-4.
But now they're going to let the Centennial guy out of the box.
After the puck drops, looks like they're ready to grab the handle. Here he comes. And now they're on the power play.
Centennial full straight. Scoring for the Cougars, number 17, senior captain Harper Searles. His 9th point of the game.
Wow.
Captain Nate Nelson, 11:42 is the time of that goal.
Yeah, that's a night in any league, 9 points.
That is. I don't know if there's been one like that for a while. That's definitely probably a record for this season. Might make a few highlights on the local news sports.
Should. Harper Searles, it's an impressive game to be certain.
Yeah, just like the puck just goes to his stick. It doesn't matter.
And he's still out there. His team up 9-1.
I'll give him 10 points.
Krinky behind his own net. Hops away from Siegler. Siegler able to regain control, get to center. Nelson sweeps it along. Bresnahan regroups for the Cardinals. Adams ahead. Bowden deflects it in. Siegler will track it down. This one's going to deflect up and out of play into the Centennial bench.
Yeah. Well, under 3 minutes coming up here. Just pretty quiet in the building.
Yeah, this is not what I expected to see.
No.
Definitely not what the home team was anticipating up off to that 7-2 start, coming in against a section and conference rival that you feel, at least on paper, you're the superior, or
at least you feel you have a shot, right?
You're the favorite in that contest, and to be blown up like this.
Well, it's a character tester. So you got to sleep it off, take tomorrow off, come back to the rink Monday, and figure out some things to get ready for the next stretch.
Adams can't seal along the boards. Schultz centers, taken away by Bresnahan. Bresnahan trying to get around the corner. The wraparound attempt hit the post. He blows the tire, and Centennial able to play it all the way down.
He's being harassed by a Searle, the other one.
The other. Nick Carl's crunched to the boards by Tandon Bush. Tristan Golan, shot deflected wide. Clark taking off it along the end boards. Alphen bumped there. Graychick at center. Trying to center. Bush breaks that up. Alphen sweeps it along. Clark can't get it out. Alphen can. And we are down to the final minute in what I'm not even sure many in Centennial would have expected this kind of dominant victory from their squad.
No, I'm sure they're happy about it, but yeah, probably not expected coming in. I mean, look at the shots are 28-21. It's not terribly lopsided. Just every time there was a mistake on the Cardinal end, it seemed to go into the net.
Centennial showing no mercy, and again Harper Searles with a night to remember.
Yeah, I feel
3 goals, 6 assists.
He might be in the Centennial record book for hockey after this evening.
9-1, and their captain had 9 points. Cardinals trying to create the breakaway at the end. It would not click. The buzzer will sound, and Cardinals will drop to 7-3. It's one thing to lose. It's another to just get run out of your own building.
Yeah, it's sad. There's not much you can say about it. The game's over, and Monday's another day. And sometimes you have nights like that where you run into a player like Searle, and it's crazy. Every single goal he has a hand on.
Well, and as you mentioned, a streak of games coming up for the Cardinals that they should have a good chance to reel off a couple of wins, try and build some momentum going forward. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final: Centennial 9, Coon Rapids 1. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.